we're providing infrastructure in the form of a messaging product, kind of a swift update or replacement. Since then, we work with our customers. We make sure we're compliant. I think that's obviously a critical part of the infrastructure that we need to keep very much top of mind. And we move at their pace. Sometimes that's very frustrating when you're dealing with large traditional financial institutions, but the speed at which they want to operate and iterate and innovate is increasing dramatically.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that was Ripple's Senior Vice President of Global Strategy, Eric Van Miltenberg. Yeah, over the years, I've heard so many speculative theories, but this pretty much, I think, sets it straight. It was a panel from January 2025, and it was in Davos. I haven't been in good graces with Swift since 2019. Yeah, they never liked the Ripple XRP narrative. So while some have speculated that the Ripple payment system, RippleNet, and Swift complement each other, it seems like to me Ripple sees themselves as a replacement. The reason I posted that clip was there was a conversation, or I should say a mild debate going on, X, that was going in many different directions. So I thought this clip would add a little to that conversation. And one of those in the conversation was XRP Arthur. And so I do want to clarify something. One thing to keep in mind, that the company Ripple is going to give the customer what they want. So even though XRP is a feature or an option within the messaging system of RippleNet, if the customer wants USDC or the customer wants USDT, that is what they'll give them. And Arthur here has the digital asset XRP in the middle of a transfer of USDT on one side and USDT on the other side. No, you would not use XRP in this case because you just do a direct transfer. Adding XRP adds friction and cost. You don't need it. The additional conversions and fees and complexity is not what you would do. It's a straightforward USDT on Ethereum to USDT on Ethereum, and the transfer would be complete. XRP would just add unnecessary steps to anywhere in the world. We had a big announcement of Ripple and HashKey, and I just want to remind everybody that we saw the beginning of this announcement last May. It was a big announcement, but I think it was blurry for most of us because it said that they were going to bring solutions to Japan through the collaboration with Ripple and SBI Ripple Asia. This is the joint venture that SBI has with Ripple. Well, the announcement that came out yesterday defines one of these solutions. Through the initial investment of Ripple, this is going to be Asia's first XRP investment product. The professional investors get exposure to XRP without directly holding the asset. Investors can purchase a fund with cash or in kind, which means using the asset, and the fund is structured to accommodate monthly purchases and redemptions. Fiona Murray, she's the APAC Managing Director at Ripple in Singapore, commented, "Institutional investors around the world are eager to have access to regulated products, and the HashKey XRP Tracker Fund will deliver exactly that in Asia Pacific region." In the thread from HashKey Capital, which is the parent company, they said the goal is to bring more institutional capital into regulated XRP products and the broader digital asset ecosystem. Now, what's important here is that this is an institutional focused product. That's why I am paying attention to what's coming out for the retail investor. Doppler was one of the first. They have now 11 million in total value locked. And you can see this is their third batch. and they are currently reaching their cap of 10 million. They are at 53.6% on the way. Last night, there was a big blockchain party, and it was in Shibuya, Tokyo. And you can see that the SUI network, along with, look at here, Doppler Finance, and the XRPL Japan. This is the new association that was just announced about 2 days ago. They were in the house as partners, and a presentation on XRP staking was given. Mai Furukawa, the co-founder of the association, made that announcement, and I think she is perfect for this position. I am so pleased. She was on a panel that I had in Tokyo about 6 months ago, and she's just a hoot. And I think I'm going to see her in person next month, and I can't wait to get the scoop. There's also this Firelight that is coming from the Flare Networks platform that is going to unlock XRP in a staking mechanism. And please be careful out there. As Hugo says, there are some fake accounts. The correct one that you want to be following for the XRP staking that's built on the Flare Networks is at Firelight FI. So just do be vigilant. The question went out, only 178 votes so far, but we've got 15 hours left. I'm kind of curious what the final numbers are going to be, but the question was, will you stake your XRP? 62.4% are responding back yes, and then you have 23.6% who just say no. As I've covered, the total value locked is a form of measurement to see how robust and healthy and active and popular a chain is. And I know that everybody's going to be watching everybody, especially Flare. They are currently at 34.69 million in total value locked up. You can see the rise has been pretty spectacular. And with the dApps that are currently built and more coming for XRP, including F assets, I can't wait to see the growth. Powering a lot of that DeFi is going to be the USDT Zero. This is very important to understand. You're going to hear more and more about this. It leverages the layer zero technology, which makes it possible to move across the many chains like Ethereum, Say, BNB. It is backed one-to-one with USD Tether, and it is, well, I think, going to be the go-to stablecoin for DeFi. Now, I am saying that out on a limb right now, but I would venture to guess I am correct. Today's market is having more gains than losses, but the gains are quite modest. I've got a really great clip for you. This is more than 11 years ago, and I love to look back at, the origins, and especially the origins of when OpenCoin turned into Ripple, and the Ripples were rebranded into what we now know as the digital asset XRP. So do enjoy, and until next time, take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Ripple is the first open network for money. It's a network for financial transactions in the same way the internet is a network for information. Ripple can easily make transactions of any kind. Here's how it works. Ripples, also called XRPs, are the native currency of the Ripple network. Ripples can be sent instantly to anyone with a Ripple account. To make transactions in other currencies, the Ripple network uses gateways and pathways. Okay, what is a gateway? A gateway helps you put money into a network. For example, a bank puts money into the banking network, and PayPal puts money into the PayPal network. A Ripple gateway lets you put money into the Ripple network. You send $100 to a Ripple gateway, and $100 goes into your Ripple account. Now you can send money within the Ripple network. Ripple gateways have many advantages over banks, PayPal, and other existing financial institutions, such as lower fees and instant transfers. And because everyone has access to the Ripple network, you can easily send money internationally. Okay, what is a pathway? Pathways are the links between gateways, institutions, and users that allows money to flow between them. Pathways are used for all online transactions. Before Ripple, pathways were slow, expensive, and restrictive. With Ripple, pathways are open, faster, and easier to use. Your account is controlled only by you. This means your account cannot be frozen, and there are no arbitrary prerequisites, penalties, limits, or terms of use. Using Ripple will feel familiar to anyone who has used online banking, only better. Welcome to the future of money, where you are in charge. To get started or learn more, visit ripple.com.